Hello. Blind Pew here. I've been somewhat remiss. Several transmissions ago I investigated a base, purportedly abandoned by the Intergalactic Naval Research Arm, the INRA. From that location one can follow a trail of breadcrumbs to learn more and more about the Thargoids and the INRA. If you missed my previous transmission on that, click on the link appearing now.
Clicking on the link now.
What are you talking about, Temporary Communications Officer Jed Munoz? You were there. Anyway, following the breadcrumb trail has led us here. And where is here, Ben, my chief of engineering?
Another abandoned base, this time in HIP 15329, planet A3C of coordinates -62.6, -44.2.
Looks like some sort of research facility, though it has seen better days. Over there, it looks like there is some evidence of canisters storing the mycoid virus that we discussed in previous transmissions. We learnt at the previous site that a research team, or rather a single member of that team, looking at agricultural applications of the Thargoid technology, stumbled upon a virus that was deadly to the Thargoids. I wonder if this site is connected to that. Looks like there are some uplink logs ahead. I will transmit them immediately. Ben, Jed, see what you can work out.
I don't have long. Once they realize I'm gone and the data's been copied, they'll send their attack dogs after me, I know they will. But someone needs to show the galaxy what the INRA really is. What it's doing. What it's hiding. I'm sorry for the part I've played in this. Truly. I was a researcher at a facility in the Hermitage 4A system exploring agricultural applications of Thargoid-derived technology. The lab was owned by the INRA. Publicly, the INRA likes to emphasize the whole altruistic cooperative thing, but in recent years it's become much more focused on weapons testing and manufacture. Believe me, it's a military contractor in all but name. The nature of my field was the study of disease-resistant crops, mycoproteins, that sort of thing. I was getting good results, even for my superiors took no notice. Then everything changed. I was running a bunch of control experiments, just trying a few things out, really. It was an afterthought. It wasn't even related to the main body of my work. The results were interesting. I didn't think they were particularly significant, but something made me take it directly to one of the INRA guys. I didn't want to go to Dr. Prince. She'd always been pretty dismissive of my work. I would give anything to be able to undo that decision. Anything. All my equipment and samples were whisked off to some remote facility. Later I found out it had been taken to a weapons testing site in the Alnath A2AA system. My research was used as the basis of a new superweapon designed to destroy the Thargoids. I heard they experimented on live captives. I doubt any of it was strictly legal. It certainly wasn't ethical. To the public, the INRA is a symbol of all that is possible when superpowers set aside the differences and work together. Well, it might have started off like that, but it's something very different now. Progress at any cost. Might makes right. All our worst impulses channeled into an unaccountable organization focused solely on making bigger and more powerful weapons. Bigger and more powerful weapons. God. If you find this, if someone finds this, make sure it gets out. Please. It's time people knew the truth.
That is where the guy who discovered the mycoid virus was taken to develop it further. Interesting. But what was that he said about his samples being taken somewhere else for weapons testing? Jed, did you catch it?
The Alnath system, Planet A2 at 4.0, 133.5. Get us there fast, Pew, so I can discover it.
Okay, Ben. Set route.
Course engaged. We've arrived, Pew.
First discovery to me, I think.
Naturally, Jed. Hang on a minute though, the structure of this abandoned site. It is abandoned, isn't it, Ben?
I'm not picking up any life signs, Pew.
The structure looks quite a bit different to the earlier sites. It does not look like a research base.
Well, it was described as a weapons testing facility in the logs.
Lined us over there, Ben. Well, this site is certainly much more built up than the last. Looks like we have the usual habitation modules immediately to the left there, and the usual agricultural experimentation tents on the right there. But, what is that? Rather large, industrial complex building ahead and slightly to the left over there.
I think it may be an industrial complex, Pew.
Thanks for that, Ben. I think you may be right.
Unbelievable.
Well, Pew, I'm looking at your footage. What is that you have found?
I know, highly unusual. I don't think that we have seen anything like this before. Right. A raised platform. I'll follow and see where it leads.
What in the world is that down there?
Oh. This looks like the weapons testing area. I take it from these bits of Thargoid lying around, and what I take to be mycoid residue, that this is the weapons testing facility.
Looks like a lot of testing was going on, Pew. Those Thargoids deserved it though, didn't they? Creepy bugs.
I'd say, Jed, that it was a step too far, testing on a live subject like that.
Oh, get over it, Ben. You went.
Oh, the controversy. Anyway, I'm about to transmit the station logs. Prepare to receive.
Finally, we have a breakthrough. A researcher at the facility in the Hermitage 4A system has found something, stumbled onto something by all accounts, and it's pushed our research forward dramatically. Essentially, it's a kind of fungus, one that appears to have a significant effect on Thargoid technology. We knew their tech was partly biological, but until now we couldn't find a way to use that fact to our advantage. The theory is that if we could somehow get the fungus into their starships, specifically their hyperdrives, we could shut them down. They'd be unable to leave their system. We could end the war in a single stroke. We have built a dedicated new laboratory so we can properly test the effects of the mycoid. We also have access to an intact Thargoid ship and a living specimen. I plan to test the mycoid on both. Some of my colleagues have expressed reservations about experimenting on a living creature, but I have no such qualms. We must know what the mycoid can do. Excellent news. We have received a second specimen. We can now accelerate the pace of our testing. So far, our experiments indicate that the fungus affects not only the Thargoid's technology, but also their physiology, as evidenced by the degeneration of our specimen. These results are highly encouraging. If the mycoid can hurt them, truly hurt them, we may have found the means to win this war.
Several of my colleagues have left the project in protest over our treatment of the creature. If it were up to me, I would have them executed as traitors. Our latest tests were extremely successful. The mycoid can paralyze a Thargoid system, either physical or technological, in a matter of seconds. It is extremely effective. I confess, the knowledge that the mycoid causes the Thargoids physical pain brings me some measure of satisfaction. But when one has seen firsthand the effect of their weapons, seen the destruction, the chaos, the bodies, can one be blamed for wanting them to suffer as we have? The hauliers have departed for the HIP 593821B system with the samples ready to start mass production. We know the mycoid works. Now it falls to other members of the project to determine how it can be effectively deployed. I know there are some who will condemn me for my part in this project. Let them. I harbor no remorse. The Thargoids understand only one thing: destruction. They will not stop until every last one of us has been reduced to dust. We have created a weapon that can prevent such a catastrophe. We have a moral obligation to use it.
Well, contrasting points of view there. It's almost like we were caught in the middle of a story someone had written.
You are, we are.
What?
My story, my book I am writing, how I, Jed Munoz, the most famous explorer the galaxy has ever known, discovered life, the universe, and everything, even these lowly Thargoid bugs.
Right. He mentioned another system, where they were shipping the now proven mycoid samples to for production.
Hit 59,382, Planet 1B.
Get us there, Ben. 2D sweet. Good luck, commanders. And I'll see you out there.